Now we are going to assemble the fan assembly. Now here's the 50mm fan, the 40mm fan, the 40mm fan guard, and 50mm fan guard, the fan bracket, this 3D printed piece, one M3 by 40, 4 M3 washers, 2 M3 by 22, and 2 M3 by 18, and 4 M3 nylock nuts. Okay, so we will need these stickers to be facing downward, and then the wiring to be on the bottom or right hand corner. So first of all, we will put the M3 by 40 in the top right corner of the 40mm fan, and then put 2 washers on the top right and bottom corners, and then we'll put the guard on top of that. Alright, so on the top right hand corner we'll want to put the M3 by 18, and on the bottom right, or bottom left I mean, the longer M3 by 22. But before that we want to put the printed bracket underneath, and then put the M3 by 22 in through that. And then we'll just tighten the nylock nuts on the bottom of these two, leaving the M3 by 40mm open. Now for the 50mm fan, we'll want the wire going off the top right hand corner, and we'll be putting a washer on the bottom right hand corner and the top left hand corner, and then putting a cover on top of that. We will be putting the smaller M3 by 18 through the bottom right, and the longer M3 by 22 on the top right hand corner. And we'll put the top screw through the mounting bracket, and then tighten these down with the nylock nuts. And this is the finished fan assembly. Now we are going to assemble the electronics case. This is how it comes in the box, and so we're going to open this up and then attach the Rambo board to the bottom plate with 4 440 nylon screws and the nuts. So we're going to take off the top, take the board out of the box, and then put 4 screws through the 4 holes on the bottom, and put one of the nuts on each each of the bottom screws. Remember before taking out the Rambo to unelectrify yourself, so there's no static discharge that comes out of your fingers to the board. So touch your computer case or the metal frame of the M2, and then we will open the board, which is already sliced on the bottom here. I didn't do that, that's how it came. Just a little hole. And so the fuse and this, the power, need to go in just like this, out facing this hole. Careful not to scratch the bottom of the board. Okay, then we'll just tighten it down with these 440 nylon nuts. Now the Rambo board is secure in our electronics case. We are going to take off the top of the case to install the SD card reader, and that will just go in with 3 M3 by 16 socket caps and 3 M3 nylocks. So the connection to the SD card reader is just on the bottom, so we'll connect the wiring on the back of this plexiglass panel. So this will just go in the hole, and then we'll just put the plexiglass side pieces on here, and then the top plate on top of that, and just screw it in. Now that the SD card reader is installed, we are going to attach the fan to the top plate so that we can cool the Rambo board. We'll be doing that by attaching the fan just like this to the back side. And we'll be putting 4 M3 by 18 socket cap screws with a nylock on the back to secure it. Alright, now all the parts are assembled. We'll start putting these on the M2 frame so that we can actually get the printer up and running. If you guys have any comments or want to put any input into the videos, just leave a comment below. And as always, thanks for watching.